We started CCHI in 2019 because my son Zach graduated from high school. He went through transition and he had nowhere to live and really nothing to do after high school. Most typical kids go on to college, they go on to work full-time, and they move into an apartment with their friends. And unfortunately, for adults with disabilities, they don't have that same option. The reality in our state is we don't have any system in place to offer housing for adults with disabilities to stay in their home communities. And CCHI is the answer in our community. We spend a lot of time helping our young adults develop skills that they will need to live more independently. We have a program that's funded by the Highland Park Community Foundation that helps teach nutrition and fitness and cooking skills to our members. And it is an amazing program, and it teaches people how to cook together, how to work in a kitchen together, and how to sit down and eat a meal together. Additionally, we know people who live independently often experience isolation and loneliness. And so CCHI has multiple programs to pull people together, to do things in the community together. All of these things help build relationships naturally. And in addition to that, it's offering families the support that they need.
I'm Kirsten Green, I go by Kiki. I'm the sister of Jesse Green, who is an intellectually disabled adult. Our father passed away about 10 years ago very unexpectedly. And that started kind of this process of my mom and I working together to figure out a way that Jess could live independently.
I made a lot of friends in the community, and I've been in this area for 44 years.
I'm Mickey Koppel. This is my husband, Ron. We are parents of twin adult sons that are on the spectrum. They are both 46, and they are only children.
My name is Sergio. I'm a single dad, so I've been raising 3 kids by myself after my wife had passed. All 3 kids were in elementary school when my wife passed. Connor is my oldest. Connor's 24. Connor's autistic.
I am Amy. I am a 63-year-old mother of a
34-year-old son
who is autistic. When I had Andrew, I didn't even know what autism was. And we have gone through a long journey.
Ron and I are both in our 70s. We're not getting any younger. And we have decided we really have to think carefully about the future and plan for when we're no longer going to be here.
My greatest fear is what happens when I am no longer around. I do not want to saddle my other 2 kids with the task of taking care of Connor. They have their own lives to live, and it would not be fair to them to ask him to do it.
As you know, we all get older and we all have to move on in life. And at some point we can't support our children forever. But you know what the problem is? There's just not a lot of housing available.
Levi's on 12 different wait lists at different housing organizations for supportive living, and we have not been called for any of them for an opening for him.
I'm Jamie Hammond. I have a young son, 25 years of age, named Jackie. Jackie became my son through adoption, and Jackie, having special needs, has at age 25 moved into Asilla in Park Ridge. It was my hope for this to happen because I wanted to make sure that Jackie had a home that was safe and where they were cared for, knowing that I was going to age out. Jackie's somewhat happy in the house at this time, but yearns for more independence.
I'm just hoping that it's going to work out, that I will be also learning on my own with some help to live on my own.
I want to live in a community with people who need extra support just like me.
After being a part of CCHI for 5 years, it is a thrill to be sitting in a building of our first community. This building will have about 40 apartments in here, studio 1 and 2 bedrooms. What makes me so excited is that people like my son are going to get to live in the same community where they've been raised, where they work, where they socialize. And just the idea of having these spaces where he can come out of his apartment and be with his peers and be able to connect with them in an organic way.
When I found out that CCHI was joining forces with the community to find housing for people with disabilities, to create a community where our sons would feel welcomed, I thought, this is fabulous. This is something that we need to get involved in.
With CCHI and this new building, it gives me hope to think that after I'm no longer around, Connor will not be fending for himself.
For us, what CCHI represents is a way for us to be able to look to the future and know that we will have peace of mind.
Connor will be able to live independently with some additional help, have a wonderful social life.
Having friends that they care about, having things to keep them active, having people for them to depend on when they need something.
There's someone out there helping them live his life.
Their life will continue on in the same way that they are living right now once we are gone.
When I think about this building, it's awesome because they have a garden outside that can be redone.
I like to hang out with my friends, watch movies and shows and play video games and listen to music.
There'll be people to hang with, things to do, and other things. Watch TV together, talk about sports, movie nights, game nights.
I'm gonna be as independent as I can be.
I'm looking forward to the next chapter of my life to start my own life.
CCHI is a great organization, but we do need your help.
Thank you very much for your support, and we welcome you to our community.